The New Orleans City Council and Louisiana Secretary of State are headed to court. It comes just days before absentee ballots are accepted, and the question at hand centers around where those ballots can be collected.
And Danny Monteverde broke the news yesterday that a lawsuit was coming. As he tells us this evening, neither side is budging in this dispute.
The City Council voted 7-0 to file the lawsuit against the Secretary of State's office. Council members described the decision to limit the number of drop-off locations for absentee ballots as voter suppression. The idea was to have curbside drop-off for absentee ballots across the city, staffed by employees of the Orleans Parish Registrar's Office. Council Vice President Helena Moreno says it made sense during a global pandemic.
So this would prevent someone from having to actually go inside of a building, because that's the whole point for a lot of these individuals who've requested absentee ballots.
Secretary of State Kyle Ardoin, whose office is responsible for elections in Louisiana, recently told us he has no choice in the matter.
The law requires the ballots be dropped off at the registrar's office, so those curbside locations have to be at a registrar's office.
In Orleans Parish, that means City Hall or the Algiers Courthouse.
The law is clearly being interpreted incorrectly by the Secretary of State. The word office is never mentioned in state law.
Ardoin issued a statement Wednesday disagreeing with the council's interpretation of the law, saying, quote, "It has never been easier to vote in Louisiana, even amid a global pandemic, and the Louisiana election code is very clear on how an absentee ballot can be returned."
This is voter suppression in its purest form. That is why this is being done.
Any decision from a judge will have to come soon. Absentee ballot collection begins October 28th. Danny Monteverde, Eyewitness News.
Those absentee ballots will be collected until November 2nd. In Jefferson Parish, the registrar will have curbside drop-off at the Yenny Building in Elmwood and the Odom Building in Marrero.